All right, day one of Skyline Trail. We are at the trailhead, hoping to make it to Shovel Pass Lodge tonight. Well, we have to make it to Shovel Pass Lodge, otherwise we're gonna have a bad time. 44.1 kilometers, should take 2 to 3 days. We're aiming to do it in 2. Stick with us. The trail so far is nice and wide, and we have this beautiful little mossy ridge beside the trail. Looks like a great place for gnomes. Squish. Very squishy. I don't think this is going to show up on the video, but we have some boreal chickadees around us right now. For anyone that can't tell, their call is a little harsher than a standard black-capped chickadee. Instead of having the black on top of their head, it's more of a buffy brown kind of color. You can hear them really nicely. Don't know how well this is all going to translate onto the video, but the mushrooms are popping up like crazy in Jasper National Park right now. In fact, all through the mountains, I was just in Nordegg the other week. It's been a very good year for mushrooms. Oh, and there are a couple gray jays probably going to try and steal some food from us in a second. Every time I cross a bridge, I always pour something out for the bridge trolls. Pay the troll toll. Alright, plant nerds, I don't know what it is, but something in this patch smells delicious. I don't know if you've got like Labrador tea or something here, but there's a very fragrant plant in this patch. Well, here we are on the first big bridge. It's a little damaged, so they are building a replacement right down there. But this place is beautiful. Silly me, I forgot to check how much footage was on my SD card. So the GoPro is full. Switching over to the phone, but here's some good, I believe it's coral fungus. And I have just been informed that there is an even bigger patch up ahead. Oh my God! Oh my God! That's, what, like a foot across?
Ant's hand for reference.
Oh my God! Okay, so as you can see, got a little wet. Oh, there you are. But the view ahead of us is fantastic. Looks like the weather's going to clear up a bit. The forecast today called for mix of like early rain and then afternoon thunderstorms. Right now we're kind of down in the valley. We're hoping that when we get up to the ridge walk portion, there is no lightning, because that would be messy. I was so focused on moving ahead that I didn't even stop to look at this beautiful mountain bowl back here. Still a little gray, so we're trying to keep our pace up and get out of this rain. But yeah, beautiful spot. So for anyone that's curious, a large chunk of the Skyline Trail is kind of like this, up in an alpine valley. Trail can be somewhat mucky, so bring clothes you don't mind getting dirty, but that should kind of be a given in the mountains. Not a ton of elevation so far on the first day. Well, we have made it down Big Shovel Pass. Over on this side is Curator Lake. Our lodge is going to be close to there. And to throw another wrench into the works, it has started snowing. Gotta love alpine weather. Here we have a chipmunk that is much smarter than us and is sheltering from the elements. Good move. Well, enough hail is falling right now that it feels like a snowstorm anyways. Trail's getting a little muckier, but we're only about 1 kilometer from Shovel Pass Lodge. So we're gonna have a nice warm meal and a dry bed to end this cold and wet day. So the weather seriously cannot make up its mind right now. It just went from hailing to rain to, as you can see, beautiful sunshine. The mountains are insanely fickle with their weather. Still love them though. So we did make it to Shovel Pass Lodge. I was a bit too tired when we actually got here to remember to film, but you can get all your food right in there. Dinner's at 6:30, breakfast 8 a.m., checkout 10 a.m. Yeah, the inside is cute. They have a bit of a wood-burning stove and a kitchen in the back. This is our lovely view right outside the main lodge. And then there are a whole bunch of individual little cabins, and we get to stay in that one. Well, start of day 2 at Shovel Pass Lodge is looking absolutely beautiful. The weather looks like it's going to be cooperating a little more today. Body's feeling a little banged up, but yeah, we'll see if I can handle it. Alright, so after a kilometer and a half of ascent, we have made it to Curator Lake, and we are going to be going right up where that little snowy patch is for the Knot, which I believe is the highest part of the trail. Well, about halfway to the Knot, a couple groups further ahead of us started off a bit earlier, but what a view. Curator Lake right down in the middle. It's a great hike. We have made it to the top of the Knot. Still a good amount of snow in late August, but a lot of happy campers up here. Well, we made it from all the way down back there. Now we get to celebrate with a bunch of other fun people up on top of the Knot. That's them. So after the Knot, we end up on this nice, fairly flat traverse. Goes on for at least a few kilometers. But we got a pretty nice view the whole way. So it looks like we're going from that semi-exposed traverse back there to the fully exposed ridgeline up there. It is fairly windy right now. Pretty cold considering the fact it's mid-August. We just got off that ridge right up there. Now we're going down into this beautiful valley. The trail seems like it follows the river for a while, and there are a couple nice little lakes waiting for us. Now I'm probably going to get roasted for my lack of birding abilities. But we have this cute little thing flying around here. I don't know why, but I'm thinking it might be a pipit. So our goal is somewhere way down past the end of that valley there. We must be getting close to Takara Campground, but we are walking through this beautiful meadow right here. I believe that might be Takara Mountain, not 100% sure. We did also pass a pile of fresh bear shit, so we've been making a lot of noise. This ground squirrel could not be more unbothered right now. It's like, who are you nerds? Getting ready for winter. Quite the view behind it. I'm like 90% certain that is Mount Takara now, especially because we are almost at Takara Campground. I cannot recall a single year that we've had this many mushrooms in any of the mountain parks. It has been an unreal bounty. So we're now well below tree line, coming up to Signal Mountain Campground, and we found this little swamp full of some kind of alpine cotton. It's funny because on one of our last road trips we were hunting for the Arctic cotton and found a bunch, and now we realize there is some much closer to home. Well, we have hit the end of the treed portion of the trail. Now Just a fire road for another 8.5 kilometers back to the vehicle. So you can see on the trail on Skyline right where the fresh vegetation ends and the fire struck. So we'll be hiking mainly down the burn path to the vehicles. Well, we are 22 kilometers into today's walk on our way back down to the truck, but after the wildfire, the views of the valley and Jasper town site are fantastic. My feet are aching, my ligaments are tense, but we're almost there. Well, getting close to the end of the trail. We can see our vehicle down in the bottom. We did see it a second ago in the parking lot there. We've got a couple of ravens keeping us company. Yeah, the view is a lot different now that everything's burnt down. Well, just a quick video. Too tired to do a whole lot of narration. We're done. We're at the highway. It's been over 27 kilometers, a bit more than we expected. Yeah, we're cooked. So, adios.